Hey y'all, so I wanted to come to you all briefly today. I posted a snapshot earlier, a screenshot rather, of a receipt showing how I paid $11 and some change for a flight on Southwest. And so I know a lot of people were like, quite a few people was like, I just got an email from them. I still haven't figured out how to pay $11 for it, right? That is not a promo offer. That is typically something that happens when you have points accrued with an airline, and you can actually book your travel or your flights utilizing points as opposed to paying for them. So typically all you would do is be paying or the fees and taxes, which equates to about $11, right? So I want to show you all how I go about doing that, so that you can pretty much typically travel almost free, right? So one of the things that I do, I absolutely love to fly Delta and I love to fly Southwest. So one of the things that I did initially was I got both of their credit cards. So Chase has the Southwest business card, and then American Express has the Delta cards, right? And Delta, you get access to the Delta Club and all that other good stuff as well with this particular credit card. But I got the two credit cards for the two entities that I like to fly the most. Reason being is because I love to fly those two entities, and the more points that I get, the more I get to fly, typically almost free, right? But how do I do that? So I'm gonna use, for example, I'll just do the breakdown of the Southwest card or whatever, right? Because it is my business, it is a business card. So what I do is, and this is what I tell all of my clients, how to have multiple streams of income in your business, right? So that you can utilize that to leverage your personal life. And this is one of the benefits of it. Typically when I travel, it's for work purposes anyway. So even if it's fun in there somewhere, there's work in there as well. So it's business. All right. This is how we do with the travel and covering the credit card and the expenses and so forth or whatever, right? So typically, the business credit card is used for business expenses, right? The more you use the credit card, the more points you accumulate, the more you get to travel, with nothing out of pocket, utilizing the points that's on the credit card. So I'll use, for example, we have one stream of income. Let's say this is stream one. Stream number one in my business, which is typically one of the highest income generators, which is our coaching services, right? So coaching services is the stream of income that we attach to business expenses or whatever, right? Rent, overhead, whatever it is, electricity, whatever it is that's associated with the business, we attach that to all of our business responsibilities and expenses, right? So what we would do, as opposed to, we make sure we generate the revenue and that it's in the bank, but as opposed to me writing a check from the bank account, or just paying it directly from the bank account on a debit card or whatever it is, we pay it on the credit card, right? So we utilize the credit card to pay all the expenses. So let's just say our expenses, I'm just giving around, figure or whatever, right? Let's say the business expenses is $5,000 a month, right? We charge the $5,000 to the credit card. Normally with the credit cards, you may see like maybe a point per dollar that's spent or whatever it is, right? So that gives us about 5,000 points. Then what we do is, once the money, because the money is already generated in the bank account, when it comes time for us to pay it, and sometimes we just pay it ahead of time, when it comes time for us to pay the credit card bill, what we do is take the 5,000 from the bank account. Again, remember, we didn't use the 5,000 in the bank account to pay the bills. We're gonna pay the bills on the credit card. We're gonna take the money from the account and pay the credit card, right? So you take the money from the account and pay the credit card. From bank. So one of the things that I learned, and it's really from my best friend who is a credit guru and credit expert. One time we were traveling and I was always, really leery about using credit cards and I'm a debit card person. You know, if you know the old people used to teach us, if you don't have the money, don't buy it. This is that or whatever. Not helping us to realize the importance of credit. Everybody, every business has credit. If you don't, you should have credit. Major corporations have credit, right? So one day she kept asking me, why do you keep using, even when I had credit cards, right? Why do you keep using your debit card for everything? I was like, why not? You know, whatever. I don't want to put it on my credit. I don't need to because I have the money. And she was like, stop thinking like that, right? And so I'm like, okay, so you got to realize, like, the more you leverage your credit, the better your the better your credit score is, right? Because you're improving it, because you're showing that you're responsible with utilizing credit. Another thing that I'm learning, even with like business credit cards, even though that doesn't go on your personal credit, it goes towards your business credit. But the more you use like your business credit cards, they continue to increase your credit limit, right? Because it's showing that you are credit worthy. You're paying it on time, you're utilizing it responsibly. I just got an increase today, didn't even request it. When I first got the card, it was a $7,000 limit. One day they just randomly increased the limit to $12,000. And then today they just sent me an email saying, congratulations, we increased your credit limit to $16,000. I have never requested a credit increase on these cards, right? So they just continue to give you a credit increase when you show your credit worthiness, and that you're responsible with paying on time, that you're utilizing the credit, right? So that's just us utilizing other people's money to get some of the things that we need in the business or whatever it may be, right? But again, in order to get points and increase points on your credit cards, you have to use those credit cards. And every time you use that credit card, you get points. Then when you plan in your travel, you utilize the points to cover your travel expenses, right? This particular card, again, allows you to, my Southwest cards allows me to book travel on Southwest. The more travel I book on Southwest, the benefits is I get companion passes and stuff like that, all right? So it's continual benefits to utilizing the card, right? Getting the points, traveling. I have another American Express that's not specific to an airline, but you accrue points on it, and I can use those points to cover a hotel stay. So it's pretty much, some of my travel is almost free, right? Just so low cost, it's ridiculous. Like I said earlier, booked a flight on Southwest to Denver. I'm going to Denver later this year. I paid $11 for a round trip ticket to Denver, right? Because no matter how many points you have, you're still gonna pay those taxes and whatever the fees are. So it's like $11.76. I'm gonna get a whole round trip for $11.76. Who can beat that? Nobody, right? So I do want to encourage you, make sure your credit is good. Start utilizing it to your advantage, because again, you can utilize your business to leverage the streams of income in your business to support your personal life and the things that you want to do, enjoy doing, desire to do, whatever it is, right? Even with, I have an American Express, Amazon American Express for my business as well. You get points with Amazon. The more that you spend on it, you get points you can use with Amazon. You get points you can use towards flights. It's just endless. The benefits that's associated with utilizing your credit cards properly. But that is definitely one of the perks you can utilize towards damn near free airline tickets, right? I can't stress that enough. So again, I want to show you all what we do. We generate the revenue in the business under one particular stream, right? And I'm just utilizing that for that. I always encourage my clients to have at least 5 streams of income, right? And you can delegate those streams of income towards whatever you want to delegate them to, right? Naturally, you have one. I have one that's dedicated to responsibilities, bills, and overhead, period, right? So that would be stream 1. So it's not only delegated to my business expenses, it's delegated to my personal expenses, whatever else, expenses, period, right? All bills come from one stream of income. Another stream of income is specifically for the things that I want to do, entertainment, if I want to go shopping, whatever it is that I want to do for that particular month, that stream of income is allocated to that. Next stream of income is allocated to philanthropic purposes, so any nonprofits I want to donate to, whatever it is, so forth and so on, right? So each stream has its own assignment that's attached to it, right? And I know how much each stream needs to generate on a monthly basis to stay consistent in those areas, right? Again, with the stream of income that's catered towards like entertainment, that covers like travel, whatever it is or whatever. If it's not covered on the credit cards with the points and the flights and all of that or whatever, some of them are not. So I'll use, for example, like the trip that I went to in Greece, that was a retreat that we went on. So I could cover the flight, but the actual cost of the retreat, I had to cover that out of pocket. So that would be under my entertainment expenses, right? If I just say, oh, I want to treat myself, I met my goals for last month, next month I want to treat myself to a purse as a reward for meeting my particular goals, it has to come out of the stream of income that's covered with entertainment, whatever it is. If I want a bag that's $2,000 and I only generated $1,000 in that stream, I can't get that bag for $2,000. All right, y'all. So make sure whatever it is you allocate or dedicate a stream of income to the different areas in your life, right? You can leverage your business to support your personal life and all the things that you want to do, especially if you're working full time in that business, right? You need to take care of yourself. So whatever it is, make sure you're allocating a stream of revenue towards it. So this is how we take care of the business credit card that's associated with getting the points for Southwest. So I'm only really talking about how you get the points for that. I don't even know how I went on a tangent about streams of income, but you know, y'all got some bonus stuff. But anywho, coaching program is used to cover bills and expenses. So as far as like business bills, the business bills we do put on this particular credit card. Naturally, we don't put our personal bills on that or whatever. The stream of income covers it all, personal and business expenses, but the business expenses is put on this business credit card, right? Which allows us to accrue points. Every time we spend money or spend money on that credit card, points accumulate, and then what we do is take the amount of whatever we charged on the credit card. So if we charge $5,000 worth of bills on the credit card, we take the $5,000 from this business checking account. As opposed to paying the bills from the business checking account, we pay the credit card, right? So the credit card pays the bills, and then the money accrued from that stream of income pays the credit card, right? And we continue that process over and over and over and over. Right now I have about 40,000, almost 40,000 points accrued, which means that's gonna get me probably about another 4 round trips. And again, the more that I charge on that card, the more points I get, the more travel I get to do with Southwest or with Delta, whatever it is, whatever card I tend to use, and book the flights. And it's only costing me fees and taxes, which is a little over $10 every time that I do it. So you can't beat that. If you are interested in doing that, I've just told you how to do it. Get it done. I mean, it's exciting. If travel is a thing that you love to do it. It doesn't have to cost you $1 million to travel. You can use the same strategy that I've been using and have low cost airline tickets, low cost flights. All right, y'all. So hopefully that has helped you all some to show you all how we, again, fly inexpensively a lot of times. All right, y'all. So I'll talk to y'all soon. Hopefully this has helped. I want to see y'all in the sky going to different places. Wherever it is that you want to travel, know that you can do it. Put your mind to it. Get the stream of income. Do the thing which you're supposed to be doing. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.